Hello traders, this is Ala Peters-Placher, developer of Proprietary Alpha Fibonacci System on historical March 25th, 2026. In front of you, Proprietary Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone identified many months in advance, independent of the Iran war, months before Iran war. Alpha Fibonacci systems spelled out. When price will come to proprietary reversal zone, expect serious selling pressure. What does the intelligent trader understand and witnesses this morning before oil news? This is critical key level. This level is out, oil heading here. This level is out, oil heading here. This is what JP Morgan traders trade, knowing months in advance where to enter, where to exit position, well before historical events, well before news, well before gossip, well before speculation. This is how you can test my system, as I always encourage my students to do that. Let me take you back to the month of February. No one knew on February 16th that US will bump Iran oil reserves, correct? No one knew what Iran's response will be, correct? This is the power of the system, all identified in advance, as price always moves one step at a time. Bold pink line is out, this level to follow. Every single price moves one step at a time. This is historical crash, historical sell-off, despite catastrophic global oil events and oil shortage. And oil on the west coast in US reaching almost $7 per gallon. So when price moves one step at a time and you're witnessing how powerful this is, and you understand not to buy the top, but to short at that level, you simply apply Proprietary Alpha Fibonacci rules. I do not use standard numbers. I developed my own. 0 being the most important number in every single one of my strategies. So if you decide to invest oil long term, this is critical key event playing out live, as our trader in Saudi Arabia very excited to buy as low as possible. So if you are a retail trader, you've been shorting, not buying oil from proprietary retail reversal zone. And again, let me take you back all the way to, how about March 11th? Exactly 2 weeks ago, oil news was in this trading room. Oil moving back up as the first crash was spectacular, correct? But as we always know, price moves one step at a time. And oil keeps selling off from Proprietary Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone you can install on any platform and apply on any instrument you choose. So here we go. Intelligent trader understands. If sellers are weak, this bold pink line will remain obeyed. Institutional crash to follow. So what are we expecting right now? And what is oil telling us well before the news? To the downside, oil testing this level in front of you. At the time of the news, I will convert this chart to 1 minute chart. Intelligent trader understands this level is out, 77 to follow. And then price moves to 70 and further out. Again, converting this chart to 1, as you will witness the power of these levels at the time of the news. Again, catastrophic crash started many days in advance, testing the end of the minor trend at the time of the oil news. It is 27 minutes until the news. Shortage, more negative, more bullish. Oversupply is bearish. Oil before the news, testing core institutional level. This is critical key event will play out in front of you live. So as we're waiting on oil news, intelligent traders who trading S&P witnessed this morning how S&P sold off and Nasdaq from critical key bold pink line. Again, the events that played out on Nasdaq and S&P with vicious spectacular bullish rally on March 23rd identified many days in advance. This is what this chart looked like on Nasdaq on March 20th. Here's Nasdaq selling off. Intelligent trader knows how to buy the bottom when trading Alpha Fibonacci System. Doesn't matter the chart and the time frame, you choose to day trade on Nasdaq. Nasdaq skyrockets but fails to break through 24,636. Here we are 5 days later. Buyers are weak. Intelligent trader understands institutional traders buying, not selling Nasdaq, and this is ideal place to be. This is the only obstacle that left to the upside. And of course, lower you buy is better. But if day trading is not your cup of tea and you choose to trade Nasdaq long term with leaps, with other derivatives as QQQ, as Nasdaq mutual funds, ETFs, other options, if you spend 5 minutes in 2025 trading Nasdaq, you've been buying Nasdaq 17,000, 18,000, 19,000 level. Nasdaq reached critical core targets in the month of September. This is key level on Nasdaq to the downside, as again, Nasdaq, just like oil, sold off from reversal zone. And if I bring to your attention S&P, here we go. Choose a tick. S&P reminded you. Why students become my dearest friends for life. Why brothers bring in brothers, husbands bring in wives, friends bring in their friends to the course. All identified in advance without any delays. The best place to be is always buying the bottom. Bottom on S&P played out in the flawless place on the March 23rd. Not here. This is the weakness. This is a pain. This is the middle. Buying the bottom is the best. So this is institutional buy point, and this is what intelligent trader understands. This is ideal, the cheapest institutional buy point. This is second best. This is the worst place to trade. Buyers taking a pause. And again, day trading not your cup of tea. If you traded S&P 5 minutes in 2025, here's S&P 2,000 points later. VOO, LEAPS, various index funds, SPY, however you choose to trade, 100,000% your choice. As traders all over the world, trading any instrument they choose, as every single strategy I have ever developed applies to every instrument and can be traded on any platform you choose. So this morning we're also paying attention to very important chart, US dollar. Buyers are weak, US dollar crawling up, but the catastrophic crash on US dollar is identical to what you witness as a start of crash on oil. Crash on Bitcoin is identical despite all the hype, correct? And again, critical key buy point on Bitcoin identified many months in advance after 20% correction in 2025, right now being tested to the upside. Buyers are worthless on Bitcoin, absolutely worthless. It's a crawl in the pain. If Bitcoin will succeed and crawl up through this level, it will be a very, very lovely surprise, but it's highly unlikely. We've been here for the last 6 weeks. Again, all of this playing out live. All of this without any delays. All of this at the time of oil news. Correct? So when you understand the power of this, and that you have absolute flexibility to trade anything you choose, the crash on oil is identical event that playing out on Nvidia, where Nvidia collapsed from. Is identical event where S&P and Nasdaq skyrocketed from, where Nvidia was in the month of April. Is identical event that's played out on Tesla, despite catastrophic earnings, quadruple catastrophic earnings, and Tesla being burned on the streets. Tesla doubled in value. So when you use your limitless brain and you trade Alpha Fibonacci System as strategic intelligent trading, the sky's is the limit. And you can trade any instrument you choose. Oil news in 20 minutes. That's it. And that's a stunning reminder of strategic intelligent proprietary system traded globally across all instruments, all time frames, all platforms. So William is my dearest friend for years. Right now he just left on a world trip with profits from trading Alpha Fibonacci System. So when William's accountant saw how profitable he is, what did William do? He bought the course for his accountant. How sweet is that? So when traders all over the world sending me emails and I wake up to their texts, it means the world. But that's just one of the examples as William trading options on any instrument he chooses, and of course he's trading futures. So again, before oil news, we understand to the upside it's the end of the minor trend, correct? To the downside, this is the end of the minor trend. Oil oversold, testing key levels from 84 zone until 91. Buyers and sellers are weak before oil news. And that's a critical key retail trading range. Again, core support is not just retail. It is institutional support that will define oil for weeks, months, potentially years to come. 5 minutes before the news, both buyers and sellers are weak. Again, we're stuck between two minor trends. This is what this proprietary alpha Fibonacci level means. Again, when it correlates with core institutional support this morning, intelligent trader understands this is historical event, will play out in front of you live. Converting this chart to 1. Right now, bullish move slightly higher. To the upside, it's 91. That's a critical key level. Converting this chart to 1. Again, we're stuck in the middle of nowhere between two minor trends. Both buyers and sellers are weak, waiting for minor oil major news. So every single one of these colors has a very powerful meaning. The reason why it shows it's so pink, it's the end of the minor trend and it's always present. And that's where oil is stuck before major news, between this core support and this core resistance. Again, what is drastically more powerful is this institutional level to the downside from proprietary alpha Fibonacci reversal zone identified on institutional chart many months in advance, independent of historical events and well before war in Iran. Months before war in Iran. Waiting for oil news. Oil news is pending. We have no idea what oil news is. Here's oil. Stock. Again, this is core level to the downside. Again, the most important part this morning, core retail support correlates with key institutional support. This level is out, oil in free fall until here. And again, all playing out in front of you live. To the upside, buyers are weak, oil stuck completely between two minor trends. Oil news is extremely bearish, huge oversupply of oil, correct? and I hope everyone knows where it's coming from. So as price remains stuck as you witness the importance of institutional support playing out in front of you live, this support remains intact. And again, all identified before oil news, all playing out in front of you live. Absolute indecision despite overwhelming news, correct? So if you understand the power of just played out in front of you live, with market being absolutely frozen as we discussed before oil news, both buyers and sellers are weak. So when you witness the power of the system this morning in the live markets, on oil during news, on core retail chart, on core institutional chart, and as you witnessed and we reviewed US dollar, Bitcoin, Tesla, Nvidia, and you witnessed S&P playing out in front of you live, with the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system, number one, you can trade any instrument you choose on any platform. All you need, Fibonacci retracement tool and your intelligent strategic effort. Again, I do not use standard Fibonacci numbers. I develop my own systems, my own strategies, and again, my favorite Fibonacci number forever is 0. I do not use 618, I do not use 50, I do not use 161.8, all proprietary, and what I've been doing for the last 22 years. So as S&P is stuck in weakness extremely high at the core levels and been stuck here for the last 24 hours, and so is Nasdaq, intelligent Alpha Fibonacci trader knows how to trade it. No matter if you trade long term, no matter if you day trade. Nasdaq stuck as well, all incomplete indecision. And all of this well before war with Iran, and all of this well before oil news. Despite catastrophic bearish news, oil remains stuck and frozen. So if you're done gambling and done speculating and ready to trade as an intelligent trader, I look forward to working with you. Please review all the information on the homepage. System traded globally by hedge fund managers, financial advisors, JP Morgan traders. System traded globally by traders from beginner to hedge fund manager. From future stocks, forex, crypto, ETFs, mutual funds, metals, commodities, if the instrument has a price, proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system applies. Currently offering private mentoring with the biggest savings up to $8,000. Group course, the most popular course, savings $5,000. If you are not on NinjaTrader 8, option 1 and 3 appropriate for you. If you are on NinjaTrader 8 and other platforms, package 2 and 4 are the most appropriate packages for you. And understand, please, most of our students working full-time or on various time zones, you do not have to come to live classes. You can view over 300 live recorded classes 24/7. So please listen why fathers bring in their children, why husbands bring in their wives, and how beginner traders become prop firm traders. View my students' performance from all over the world and understand, if these traders have done it, Pablo going from stressed out attorney to being prop firm trader, I have meeting with him next, who is trading anything he chooses, not just futures but stocks, forex, options, crypto, ETFs, mutual funds, of course. So can you. All you have to do, make an effort, and the sky's the limit. With proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system, traded globally on all instruments, all time frames, all platforms, since 2011. Any questions for me? Do not hesitate to contact me, 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. I live and breathe what I do, and I'm very proud of our global community and our incredible traders all over the world who are trading proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system on all instruments, all time frames, all platforms. Choice is yours, the instrument you trade. You can always sign up to receive the invitation to the trading room. Trading room open only occasionally. So if you receive the invitation, please arrive on time, as I dedicate all of my time mentoring traders all over the world, and I continue developing proprietary systems since 2004. It's been 22 years. Can you believe that? So please, any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. I live and breathe what I do, and I always look forward to speaking with you. +1 925 257 4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. As oil, S&P and NQ remain stuck and frozen despite extreme bearish news. So when you start using your limitless brain, the sky's the limit. With Proprietary Alpha Fibonacci System, as proven by traders all over the world since 2011, on all instruments, all time frames, all platforms.